And as much as I should have only been shopping for a book that I'm going to read in April, I couldn't say no. They're just... Hello my loves, and thank you for joining me. It's Kirsten, and today we are doing April's reset video. If you've seen the previous reset videos, you kind of know what to expect. We have a few things that I want to get done. As always, we have my journal setups to do. So I have two different journals. I've got my reading journal, which this month I got some gorgeous bright yellow tissue paper and this like gift paper yesterday, so I'm thinking to do something with that. I think it would be really nice. A bit too summery. I think that would probably be better for like a summer spread, but I really want summer. I'm over winter. I want to bring out my summer dresses and things like that, so we're just gonna like try and bring out the positivity of summer into my reading journal spread at the very least. And then we have my bullet journal, which is more of my like personal planner for like weekly to-do lists and stuff. This one I tend to go a little bit more vintage inspired, and I have this cute little note paper. Like, look how adorable that is. So I really want to have that as the focus, and I've also got some like the paper hearts that I used in February's display. Tie it all in together. I'm not sure exactly how, but you know, that's what we're gonna do. So those are the journals. So we're gonna do both my journals at some point during this video. I also want to add in this. I got this daisy chain thing. It's like a fabric daisy chain. I want to add that across here. Just again, a bit more spring vibes, add that all in. We will swap out the book for something else, and book shopping. Of course, book shopping. So what I'm thinking of doing is the first thing we're actually going to do is do this, because I don't know if I'm going to need to get another one of these. So we're going to start off with that, and then I want to pop out anyway. So that way if I need to get more, I can when I'm out. And then obviously we've got the book shopping as well. And I'm thinking, you know, why don't we start with all of that? Because I love the book shopping part of this. So the way I do it is I allow myself once a month to go out and buy a book. I just go into the bookshop, have a little look around and just see what takes my fancy, ideally not being a priority book that I knew I wanted to get to anyway at some point, but something different. That's the idea. Anyway, so I just go book shopping and we just see what takes my fancy with no idea, like no intention of I want to get this book. We'll see how it goes. I'm kind of in a book shopping mood, so I don't know how this is going to go, because there's been a few books that I do really want to get, so I might pick them up anyway and then look out for another book. Like, I don't know, but I just know I want to go book shopping. So we're going to do that. We'll talk about any extra books that I want to read for the month, so like the Discord book club pick and anything like that we'll talk about in here. And then obviously the full TBR for the month will be in its own separate TBR game video that I do. So yeah, that is the intro. That is what we get up to in these reset videos. I really enjoy doing them. These are all things that I do across the month anyway to get myself ready for the next month. As it is, we are in the middle of March. It is the 16th of March today. That's about the time I start getting myself ready for the month ahead, because I like to give myself 2 weeks to get everything done. So that's what this vlog's gonna be, and I hope you're all doing really well. Let me know what you get up to, if there's any things that you like to do to prepare for the month ahead. But yeah, I think first things first, we need to put this up and then we'll go from there. only a few hours later, but it's been a busy few hours. So I have got the decoration up for here. I did use pretty much all of it up. I might trim little bits down just so this isn't hanging so much. I'm not 100% on whether I like it. I feel like it adds a little bit, but not as much as I was hoping. This book is here to remind me that I do have this book and I want to read it. Plus I think it's really nice for spring. But as you saw from the b-roll, we did lots of shopping. Not the book shopping. I've decided I'm going to do that next week, one day before work. That will be a nice morning spent before work. Instead, I was shopping for lots of like homeware stuff because we have recently had a new kettle in the house. It does a set amount of hot water, which is really good, except my cups are larger cups and it doesn't like it. Accommodates for a small cup, and because you can't pour the water yourself, it pours it for you. I can't mix my chai latte the way I like it, and so I end up with lots of powder on top, and it's just not nice. I've tried it a couple times and it just doesn't work. So instead, I've decided to set up my own tea station in my room, and I'm so excited. I'm genuinely so excited. So I've got all the bits for it. So let's go through everything I picked up today, and once I've had some lunch, because I'm absolutely starving, we're going to set up the tea station and it is going to look adorable. I know it's not technically reset for the month, but I love seeing this sort of thing in people's videos. Like, I love seeing what they do, and I figured, you know, you might like it as well, and I'm really excited for it. So we're just going to go with it. So I did get more of the daisy chain, which is kind of silly if I'm not 100% sold on it, but I also think I'm going to keep it. I'm just going to change the way it is. So I don't know, we'll decide. Like, maybe I'll just have it a bit more up going across. Yeah, see, that looks a lot better in the video. Yeah, okay, so we'll change the way that's going. So I might not have needed this, but we'll change the way that looks. And I got some more just in case, and it won't go to waste. I will end up using it for something. So I got that. I also got a couple of sticky notes. I really like these actually, and I think these will be really good for my bullet journal. I know exactly how I'm going to use them, so we're going to use the green one in the bullet journal this month. So I really like those. And then we have all the houseware stuff. So most importantly, a kettle. Needed a kettle, and I did look around a lot of the shops in my town and there was only 2 kettles I found. And then I found this one in TK Maxx and I like it. It's a navy colour, but I think it's going to show up more black than anything else, and I like it. And then I wanted to get some stuff to go with it to make it an actual tea station. So I got this little stand, which is going to go really nicely because this is going to be on my desk. I've actually had to clear out my desk, change a few things around. I spent the morning doing that. It took me like an hour to do, but this is going to go really nicely in the gap that I've got. Then I got myself a little pot for my chai latte to go into. I've decided I want to put my chai in here. It's going to look really cute. I really like the daisy and everything. Like, I actually love daisies and I really like this. The only thing I would have liked is maybe like the lid to be green potentially. Also the yellow goes really well with the yellow here. So yeah, so that's really nice. And I did check all of these fit into this. I then have this to store some spoons, obviously, to do my drinks with, and it's simple, wooden with white stripes, like nice and simple. And then got myself some cute tea towels so I can keep the area nice and clean. And I really like, I was toying between a few different ones, and then I spotted this and I was like, actually I really like it. It's simple, but I really like the colour and I think it's going to go really nicely. And then I saw these. Oh my god, these are so cute. Like, it's Winnie the Pooh. How cute is that? And this one worked out better for me because I actually tend to, if I have tea, I'm mainly a chai girly, but when I do have tea, I have herbal tea, and I love this, and I'm going to reuse this tin for all my tea. So this actually does have honey and lemon tea in it, which I will drink. I do like honey and lemon tea, so that will be nice. But then once it's finished, I'm going to fill it up with different teas and stuff, and that will be my little tea caddy. Like, it's so cute. I love it so much. There was a few different versions, but I don't really like, I mean, I do drink it, Earl Grey, breakfast tea, things like that, but it's not my preferred. I prefer herbal tea. So that's that. And then the last couple things I got, I just got this little cute leaf, well, I suppose it's like a green flower dish, I don't know. It's a cute dish, put any of the spoons that I'm on, so once I've actually made my drinks I can put the spoon on there until I get round to washing it all up. And then I got myself a little cup just because why not. But these are the size cups that I like it's a good size, it does a nice drink. It's got mushrooms on, like, look at that, that is so cute. I love it, and it's got a little mushroom here. I love that. But this is the size mug that I like, and the size mug that the new kettle thing is for a cup that's a lot smaller than this, like your standard like little teacup thing, which is fine, but I like a big mug. of something warm to drink. I'm very pleased. I've got all the things that I wanted. I'm probably going to add to it slowly over time, but this is like the initial stuff I wanted to get. So yeah, so that is that. So not actual monthly reset stuff, but fun stuff. But first thing first, I'm going to do some lunch and then we're going to put it all together. So that'll be the next bit of b-roll you see. Hopefully we'll do a bullet journal setup today. I'm not sure because I've got some I really need to get moving on a book that I'm reading, so I need to make a good dent in that. So I think what's going to happen is I'll set up my tea station, read, and potentially set up my bullet journal. If not, we'll do that later in the month. It doesn't really matter. Like I say, I start these with plenty of time, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, okay, right, I'm starving. Let's go do some food and then you get to see me putting together the tea station. Oh, so excited. days, and since we last spoke I have done the book shopping and I set up the tea station. Oh my gosh, I love my tea station so much. It makes me so happy. I love how it all turned out. I really like it. Like, it's a really nice aesthetic. I think it looks awesome and I'm pleased with it. I think it's great. Now we're going to move on and talk about some of the books that I got, because if you saw the b-roll you saw I got quite a few books, and normally with these book parts of the reset videos I only go and get one book, But like I said, I have been in a book buying mood. I ended up getting more than one and it was just really good. So we're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about a couple of books that didn't get onto my April TBR. So I've already done the April TBR game. I need to edit it and all of that, and that's going to be live after this video. But there was a couple of books that didn't fit on there, so we'll talk about those as well. But I think we'll talk about the 3 books I got first. Now, I'm not adding all of these to April because that's just not going to happen. So we'll talk about 2 books that I bought, but I'm not adding to the April TBR. And they are 2, honestly, books that I've been really excited to read. So we have An Education in Malice by S.T. Gibson. S.T. Gibson is the author of A Dowry of Blood, and I really enjoyed that book when I read it last year. I just thought it was fantastic. A Dowry of Blood is a retelling of Dracula in a way, but done from the perspective of one of Dracula's wives. It was really good, really heartfelt. I really liked the writing, and so I said to myself, I'm going to read whatever S.T. Gibson does next, so give it a try. And I have pre-ordered one that's coming out, I think it's in May, and then also this one, and I am really excited. This one is a Carmilla retelling by Sheridan Le Fanu. It just sounds absolutely gorgeous. On the back it says, love is a sacrifice, one of us was always going to bleed for the other, and it's just so beautiful. Like, I don't think there's anything under the dust jacket, no, but it is such a gorgeous cover. And it says here, deep in the forgotten hills of Massachusetts stands St. Perpetua's College. Isolated and ancient, it is not a place for timid girls. Here, secrets are currency, ambition is lifeblood, and strange ceremonies welcome students into the fold. On her first day of class, Laura Sheridan is thrust into an intense academy rivalry with the beautiful and enigmatic Carmilla. But I think there's a bit of a student-teacher romance going on. There's a lot, but what I love is the play on names. So Camilla is obviously the Camilla who was a vampire. And then I like the fact that our main character, their surname is Sheridan and the first name's Laura, so it sounds like Sheridan Le Fanu. Like, it works. I really like it. I think it's a really good one. You do have a list of themes that are being explored, so if there's any triggers and stuff, you can go through those, which I think is really good. I'm just expecting it to be a fantastic book, so I would like to get to this soon, but I won't be reading it in April. Definitely one that I have high hopes for because I love Camilla by Sheridan Le Fanu, and I'm really intrigued to see how this retelling is done because we don't often get retellings of Camilla. We definitely get retellings of Dracula, but not so much Camilla, so I'm really intrigued to see how this is going to go. And then the other book I picked up is a new release that I have just been excited about, that I've just been wanting to read. It's The Tainted Cup by Robert Jackson Bennett. I actually do have a book by Robert Jackson Bennett that I just haven't read, which is Foundryside, and I was telling myself, oh, we're not going to buy this book until I've read Foundryside because that way I know whether I like his writing style or not. But this premise just sounds so amazing. Apparently it's a bit like Sherlock Holmes in a weird world where there's like mushrooms growing out of things and stuff, and I'm just like, that just sounds amazing. It sounds fantastic. So we do have a murder mystery going on. So we've got, in an opulent mansion at the borders of the Empire, an imperial officer lies dead, killed when a tree spontaneously erupted from his body. Even here, where contagions abound and the blood of the Leviathans works in strange magical changes, is a death at once terrifying and impossible. Called in to solve the crime is Anna, an investigator whose reputation for brilliance is matched only by her eccentricity. At her side is her new assistant, Dinos, an engraver magically altered to possess a perfect memory. Soon the mystery leads to a scheme that threatens the safety of the Empire itself. For Anna, all this makes for a deliciously thorny puzzle. At last, something to truly hold her attention, and Din, he'll just have to hold on for the ride. It sounds really good. Yeah, I decided just to go for it. So we have those 2 books which I picked up, but I don't plan on reading in April. I didn't want to let them go. And as much as I should have only been shopping for a book that I'm going to read in April, I couldn't say no. They're great. So yeah, so I got 2 books, which I shouldn't have got, but I'm really pleased I did. And then in all honesty, I wasn't sure what I wanted to read for April. I was really undecided, and it got to the point where I was thinking, oh, should I just read one of those 2? Although it doesn't really fit with what I try and do, which is to find a book I haven't really heard of before, but that just sounds intriguing, because I like the idea of how I used to shop for books, which was just going in and seeing if the synopsis sounded good. And then I finally found one, and it does sound awesome, and I have never heard of it, and that is The Trial of Lotta Ray, and this is by Siobhan McGowan. It just sounds amazing. So I'm going to give you the synopsis because this is what drew me in. We have, on Halloween night 1906, young working class Lotta Ray is attacked by a wealthy gentleman. She seeks justice at an Old Bailey trial alongside her barrister, William Linden, who she believes to be her ally. The verdict is devastating, and Lotta Ray soon realises the guardians of justice do not support her, but what none can foresee were the shocking consequences. 12 years later, at the suffragettes' rise, and the ghost of World War I looms large over London, William is joined again by Lotta Ray. Now they will travel to a fateful destination where truths must be faced and wrongs will be righted. The day in court is done, but tonight he will hear her testimony. It sounds really good, and I was having a little flick through to see if I like the writing, and I do. So this is going to be awesome, I think, and it's so underrated, like it's criminally underrated in a way. Just judging from that synopsis, it seems criminally underrated. I was looking on Goodreads, I think it's got like less than 1,000 reviews. All the reviews are really high. I think it sits at like a 4.6 rating on Goodreads, which is really high. So yeah, I just love it. Honestly, the title caught my attention because it was like this. Then I was looking at the cover and I really like this justice in the middle. And then I just was reading the back and I was like, oh, it just sounds so good. And then I tried a couple pages and I was like, yeah, okay, this sounds like a me book. It sounds really good. So yeah, I'm going to be adding that to my April TBR. And then I have a couple books that I need to read for the month that I just couldn't fit onto the April TBR. So we have the Discord book club pick, which is The Hollow Places by T. Kingfisher. So if you don't know, I have a Discord, it's linked below, it's free to join, and every single month we have a book club, and this is the one that won for April. This, I don't really know too much about it, I just know that it's meant to be more spooky. So T. Kingfisher tends to do two different types of books, one more horror leaning and one more humorous, cute leaning. I've enjoyed a couple of their books. What ones have I read? I've read the most recent one, which was about a house. I'm trying to see the cover. Oh yeah, A House of Good Bones. I've read that and enjoyed it. I enjoyed Nettle and Bone, and I also read the retelling of an Edgar Allan Poe story, which was What Moves the Dead. I liked those. I've enjoyed them all, so I'm looking forward to reading this one. This one's been on my TBR for absolutely ages, and I think it's to do with like portal fantasy-esque with some like creepy monsters and stuff. I don't know, it sounds really good. I'm just putting faith in the fact that I've enjoyed T. Kingfisher works and I enjoy their slightly more horror leaning work, so I'm hoping that I will enjoy it. And then I also have a book for a vlog that I'm doing, which is where I read some books that I predict are going to be new favourites, although the title is not going to be that long. It's probably just going to be a 5-star predictions vlog, even though I don't give star ratings, just because that title is easier to say. And that is The Traitor Barrow Cormorant by Seth Dickinson. So I did read half of this book last year around April time, and I loved it. I adored it, but I hated the UK cover, and then I found the US editions when I was in New York and I bought the whole trilogy, and I'm so excited. But it's a book that I kept putting off because I know how much I'm gonna love it, so I kept saving it, which is weird and I don't know why I do it, but yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. So this one, we're following Barrow, and her home is being taken over by this other society, and they've been doing it slowly over years. Started off with little things where they came to her place to buy and sell, but as much as when they were selling they would accept their currency, when they're given change they would only give the invaders' currency and not the locals' currency, so that they could then only spend it with them in future. And so you can see how they're slowly taking over things in these minute ways to devastating effect, and it was really good. It's really dark, it looks at a lot of difficult things, and Barrow does some really dubious actions in her quest to bring down this empire, and it was really good. I loved it so much, but I do need to continue because I read the first bit and I didn't continue. So my plan is to reread the bit that I've already read and then continue, and I plan on doing that in a vlog. The other book I have for that video was actually able to get onto my TBR, so that's really good. So yeah, so those are the 3 books I'm adding to my April TBR. You'll have to let me know if you've read any of these, if you're intrigued by any of these, or if you've even bought the other 2 hardback books, which are just adding to my collection, and I will get to them at some point eventually. But yeah, I'm very excited for this. I think my April TBR is going to be so good. I'm really, really pleased with it. But that's it. I actually need to get doing the journals. I haven't done any of the journal setups, and this video's got to come up in a few days' time, so I'm a bit behind. So we're going to spend a bit of time today doing the journals, and then we'll check in. I don't know if I'm going to check in after each journal or whether I'll just wrap it all up at the end and then you'll just get a longer B-roll segment with both journals. Haven't quite decided how I'm going to do that yet, but that is the next thing I've got to get on with. But I'm so pleased with the book shopping and the tea set up, and oh, it's great. And I really like how this has turned out. Putting it more to the bookcase looks so much better, so I'm really pleased with that. And yeah, right, that's it. I've got to get on and do stuff. I'll catch up with you when we've done some journaling. to wrap up this reset video, because I did do both my journal setups. This is the wrong journal. This is not the right journal. This is my video planning journal. Well, not even my video planning. This is just my when videos are going up journal. Let me get the other one. Hang on a minute. This is the problem of having so many different journals. Like, I have loads and I've recently added to it. I might as well show you them all. Okay, impromptu planner show off and journal stuff. Yeah, as I was saying, this is not one of the journals that I set up. This is my video planner, so like the dates of when videos are due out and tracking whether I filmed them, edited them, uploaded them. That's that one. I have this chunky little one. This is a vintage journal, just like personal things, maybe like days out that I've done and just little things like this. I don't tend to go in it as much as I used to. Like, I used to do this load, but I have recently started journaling every single day in here, which is more just writing down thoughts and things, and I'm loving this. And I love doing my vintage journal, like, because it's more like junky journaling type stuff, but I find that doing these journaling videos really helps scratch that itch as well for the month, so I might do this like once a month or so. But it's fun, it's good to have. And then obviously my daily journal, where I write down loads of thoughts, either at the start of the day, or if I've been at work on an early shift, then I'll do it in the afternoon when I get back from work, just to help clear thoughts and stuff. And I love it. I love journals. Clearly, because I still have another 3 to talk about as we're doing this show off. But yeah, I really am enjoying this. I started it off as a whim just to see if I would like it to get me off my phone first thing in the morning, because otherwise I'll just scroll on my phone in the mornings for ages, or when I finished an early shift I would come home, collapse on my bed and then scroll on my phone for like an hour, and it was just like, you know, I don't want to do that. And this has really helped. I absolutely love it. I love journaling every day. Just been loving being able to put my thoughts down, clear my thoughts, and I no longer want to spend all of that time just doom scrolling on my phone. So this is really good. I've really enjoyed that. And then my other journal I have is a really battered one. This comes with me to work, so that when I've got video planning ideas and stuff, I've got something I can whip out and write down the ideas. This is where all the ideas happen for all the different videos I have. Some of the ideas get scrapped, some of them we expand upon and we go, oh, actually we need a bit more, we're going to need to read more of this type of book to do this type of video. I've got it all in here. I have my plan for all the videos I want to do for the coming months. I'm actually up to August for video planning. I've got everything planned out for April, May, June and July, and most of August already set. That all happens in here. But now the journals that I actually set up for this video. I was so prepared, and then I wasn't prepared. But yes, we have the reading journal. I really am happy with how this turned out. Like, it's so bright and it does remind me of summer more than anything else, but I love it. I'm so happy with it. Like, looking at this makes me feel happy because the yellow is just so bright and wonderful. And I ended up putting this little sticky note in because this is a good space for my TBR game. However, I have not been accounting for extra space for the extra books I pick up on my Kindle, because I don't include Kindle books as part of my TBR game. I have been needing a place every single month to put in extra reads, and I've done it every month. My plan is eventually I am going to stop having sticky notes and just do an extra spread for the extra books that I read. However, because I have this in the middle that has been spaced out according to the usual setups I have, I can't do that until July. So come July, we're gonna have my TBR reads and then a page for extra reads. For now, it's little sticky notes, and I just thought this little piggy is not gonna stop focusing on me and focus on the piggy. It was just so cute, and I just thought it went, so yeah. I'm really happy with this. It honestly, it makes me so happy. All the stickers are from Brit. I love Brit. She has an amazing YouTube channel, but she's also an artist, and every single time she brings out a new seasonal coaster, I pick it up with a bunch of stickers, and then I will use those sticker sheets for a reading journal spread, and I love them. I think they're so adorable and they look so cute. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. And then my bullet journal, I was actually really happy with how this one turned out. Normally I have something that I'm like not so happy with, but this time I'm really pleased. I'm very happy. I think this is so stinking cute. Like, look at this. I love it. It's kind of simple. There's not as much stuff as I normally do, but I really like it. It's just so cute. And I loved the addition of this. So normally here I do my to-do list. So I have Sunday through to Saturday because my work week starts on a Sunday. And then normally I have like my weekly to-do list here. And instead I've just done notes. This little note sticky thing that I got earlier in this video, and I'm so pleased with how it turns out. It makes it look a lot neater, and I like having the distinction. On my weekly setups, I don't really have the distinction, so it looks kind of messy, whereas now I've got that part. I don't know, for me it makes sense. I'm very happy with it all. So yeah, I'm really pleased. I'm happy with how these two have turned out, but that does mean we're at the end of the reset. We're officially set up for April. We have done the decor, we did a impromptu tea station that I'm very pleased with, done the journals, and we did the book shopping and settled on a couple of extra books to read for April. So yeah, everything is done. I'm so pleased. I always feel great when I get everything done and I'm all set up for the month ahead. I feel so productive. But okay, that is it. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the little tea station setup. I'm in love with it. I have been loving using it. I'm having such a good time and I just think it looks so cute. So yeah, I'm really happy with it. And I think actually for the emoji, if you've made it this far or you just don't know what you want to comment, you can leave a little tea in the comments below for our little tea station. That is going to be it. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know, what do you prefer, tea or coffee? But right, I'm gonna go. So thank you again for watching. I truly appreciate each and every single one of you that takes the time to watch these videos. It really does mean a lot. If you have enjoyed it, then please do consider giving it that thumbs up, subscribing and commenting. Those things really help this channel out. But yeah, I'm gonna go. So what's the last little bit? My social media links and anyone I've mentioned will always be linked below for you, and I will of course catch you in the very next video.